Darius, you guys have a familiar foe this weekend. What is it about Kyle Shermer that makes him effective, and how do you guys try and slow him down?
He's a great quarterback, with experience now. So we just have to have a good week of preparation this week, and just read our keys and just study and watch film so we can know their tendencies, what he like to do, what is he uncomfortable with, what is he comfortable with, just things of that sort, so we can knock him out of his rhythm.
How much do you guys want to put last year's performance, especially those in that first part of the game where they were able to score? How much do you guys want to put that behind you and kind of right that wrong on Saturday?
I mean, yeah, we want to put that behind us. Last year we started off slow. They started off 21-0. So this year, we just want to start off fast. This is our second year under Coach Shea from the defense. So I believe everybody have a better understanding of the defense and the scheme compared to where we were last year. So, I mean, we just got to start off fast and not give up so many points.
Darius, I wanted to follow up on that just a little bit. It is Coach Schaefer's second year. Do you feel like you guys are at a starting point that's much farther down the road this year than you were a year ago?
Yes, sir, most definitely. Last year we didn't really – we knew it, but we didn't really understand the defense that as much as we do now. I feel like now at this part of the year, everyone has a much better understanding of it, so we could play faster, and that's helped a lot, with a second year under the belt on the defense.
What kind of confidence can you draw from the win over Syracuse last year to try and do the same thing and upset Vandy this week?
It starts out with practice, how you start off practice, how you do everything, So it's not just going to happen on Saturday when we go rolling in their stadium, expect to win. We got to start off now, starting tomorrow with practice, just tendencies and making perfect habits. So when we get over there, we can have an upset like we did against Syracuse last year.
But the belief factor, can you sense that it's there? Can you feel it on game day and during the week?
Oh, yes, sir. The team, their SEC team, they're a good opponent, but I'd say the guys in the locker room have much belief that we can win this weekend.
How much of an emphasis did you guys put on forcing turnovers this offseason, and what kind of drills and stuff did you guys do to try and help that?
Yeah, that was a major emphasis this summer and heading into camp, just matching hands, just, catching balls, ball skills. We had a lot of interceptions that we dropped last year. So, just capitalize on that, just staying after doing little things, just to work on our ball skills to create more turnover this year.
As a team captain, how much pride do you put in having this defense ready?
It's on it's on me, just to have the defense ready, to have everybody, come Saturday, knowing everything they're supposed to do, know their assignments, just know their opponent, know, if they line up in this formation, what do they like to run out of that? So it's a great preparation, just to start, getting back into things of football.
As a player, what's the first game week like? You got 4 weeks of camp, and now what is this week kind of like for you guys as players?
It's very exciting, we battle each other throughout camp, so, it get tired after a while. You want to see a new opponent, so, it's just this week we got some new faces, and, we're going to get somebody else besides our teammates, so we're very, very excited.
Right now as the starting middle linebacker, when the coaching staff kind of went to you, what did you say when there's like, hey, we want to move you inside from outside?
It was nothing new saying how I've already played middle linebacker in previous years, from middle linebacker to outside. It's a little different, but, I understand we lost a good senior last year in DJ Sanders. So, and with the experience that I have, I know I can play middle linebacker and just teach the young guys. So, there's no drop-off when they get in.
A little bit different for you this time around compared to last year, right?
Yeah.
From linebacker to running back. What's the biggest change for you?
Getting into Coach Franklin's system shape, running a little bit extra on my own.
Tavares, last year against Vanderbilt, your guys' offense kind of struggled to get going, mostly on the ground. What's different about this year, then? How can you guys kind of get off to a better start?
Like Coach said, we got to be, more physical inside the box, be able to run the ball and get things going like that. Help Brent out.
What have you guys seen on film from Vanderbilt's defense? They have experience up in the backfield, in the defensive backfield. But what have you guys seen as players?
I watched a little bit this morning. They're a very physical group, and they run to the ball well.
What do you look forward to most? What makes you the most happy about this week?
Pass blocking, trying to help out Brent, keep him fresh and stuff like that, and be able to do things like that to help my offensive line out.
What can you draw confidence-wise from the upset against Missouri and Minnesota last year that you can take into Vanderbilt this week?
Just working. Ask that question again. I didn't get it.
What can you take knowing that you've won at Missouri and had the win against Syracuse at Syracuse that you can take into Vanderbilt knowing that you're capable of an upset this week?
That our team is able to do stuff like that. We're able to beat big opponents and play in those games and not just go in thinking that we're not capable of winning.
You like being the underdog?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, what goes into your head when you're playing at a school like Vanderbilt? I mean, I'm sure a lot of guys on the team are wondering, are assuming they could play at a school like that, but you're at Middle Tennessee.
Ask it one more time.
Is there a chip on your shoulder knowing you've been overlooked by the Power 5 schools and wanting to prove to them, why they overlooked you?
Yeah, most definitely. You want to prove to everybody that you can play against those guys or play with those guys, things like that.
What kind of belief does it take in the locker room to pull off an upset like you want to Saturday?
We get behind Brent, guys like Darius Harris, Malik Mansell, Brewer. They're big motivator guys. They keep us going and stuff like that. So getting behind them and seeing their confidence gets us going.
Tavares, you were getting ready to be a linebacker a year ago, and this year it's been full on trying to be a running back. How's your off-season workout been different this year? Because watching you practice, your body looks different than it did a year ago.
Well, yeah, I had to do a lot of running, to cut back on what I ate and stuff like that, and really just changing my diet and running a lot more, trying to train outside instead of inside.
What do you think of Ty Lee? What was the first time you saw him play? And what was your reaction the first time you saw him make a catch, and when was that?
I think my first time really watching him was when he played Syracuse, and he just did everything Coach asked of him and just balled out and did exactly what we needed him to do.
I think the offense this year could be, very explosive. Ty Lee, Zach Dobson, yourself, Brent, a healthy offensive line. How excited are you to be a part of this offense? Is it going to look as good as it sounds?
I hope so. I'm very excited. One of the biggest things I have for myself this season is just catch a touchdown pass from Brent. Be a part of history.